Okay, sorry folks for not being in, not feeling too well, but I wanted to put something together so we could talk a little bit about the color illusions, vibrating boundaries, disappearing boundaries, transparency, and luminosity. The idea behind these is that they're cool illusions that trick the eye to generate effects that are far more interesting than just maybe a flat color. Things like vibrating boundaries, there's a few examples that we show here, the Heineken and the couple. What it does is it generates a lot of interest, energy, and excitement in the for the viewer, and it's a tool you can leverage and use in cute little ways. High energy, if you're looking to generate communicate something that has that buzz to it, then uh, vi- vibrating boundaries is good. It's usually just caused by putting a couple of complementary colors on top of one another. That's about it. That's what you need to do. And you measure the amount that go, how much yellow against how much purple, and from there you've got the effect. Uh, Disappearing boundaries is a good one for the softer side of things. The examples that I have here are very kind of calming. You could generate energy through the visuals, but the overall color effect is a peaceful one. It's welcoming. It draws you in, and it's not exciting. It's generating a different effect altogether. This is where you use kind of analogous colors. They look like they're blending into each other pretty smoothly, and you kind of lose it. Super easy to see when you go and look up vanishing boundaries, comma Albers. It'll bring up the purple and blue examples, and you kind of get it. It's like, oh wow, okay, yeah, I can't see where one ends, the other begins. That's the idea. In practice, there's maybe small examples where it looks that drastic and sharp, but you're looking for those analogous colors and the way they're used to see things blend. Like the nail polish example is really good, and the books, especially in the left side, where it just almost looks like it's fading out, the reds and purples working together. They kind of blend into each other and give that soft feel. Transparency. This is the easiest one for everybody to get. It's where you find a media color kind of in between. I was going to say medium color in between the two colors you have selected. You find a color in the middle. You can use the blend tool for this, and um, it just gives the effect when placed one over the other of something having transparency to it. It's really nothing. It's just a series of full solid colors and hues placed on one another, but it can generate the illusion of something being transparent. Photography gets it pretty easy, and that's an easy spot to do in the title card for transparency. You can see, especially in A, where it makes it look like it's transparent, but everything's just a solid color and just placed carefully to make it look like there's transparency. So it's an illusion. The example is the Venn diagram, the McDonald's one. I thought that was cute. Threw that in there because it's a nice little, super easy to see application of how you could incorporate this and, I don't know, use it in an interesting way. Luminosity is another really easy one to get. It's a gradient. It's an area of light color moving to an area of darker color, whether that is linear in a line or circular, kind of like a moving out from a central point in all directions equally or unequally, or you do what you want. Um, Pardon me, God, sorry. The Canon and the bathroom are very easy to see where the bright points are. The Puma is another really nice kind of different example of, okay, let's make things look like they're glowing. And you can kind of figure that out. You've got a starting point of a light color and you're moving towards darker or vice versa. The little dragon I thought was crazy cute, and you can kind of see the glow that's generated there. Again, it's all just color illusion. We see it as glowing, but it is not. So yeah, there's some good examples there. Vibration, you kind of get that energy. That's where you're looking to catch someone's attention and just be super loud with it. Disappearing boundaries, a little bit more calm. You're trying to communicate something differently. It's a fun little illusion where things blend into each other. Chuck Close might be a good example of Chuck Close is a good example of how that can go with color vanishing boundaries from a distance. His art blends together. I'm pretty sure Monet leaned into that tool as well. It's really cool. Um, yeah, and transparency again. You're looking to create depth, and it that is a way you can kind of catch attention in design. Um, and just like luminosity, again, it catches the attention. It looks like something's glowing, and how could that not catch your attention? Light is pretty important to us, so we notice it. So these are all like very simple, very basic tools that it's easy to understand when you look at them. They might feel more complex up front, but truly they're not. It's just different applications of what you learned so far already in the 101 and a little bit of 201 here in color theory. And it's just application styles. Now, if you love it, that you can dive in, like get the go read more about Albers, do your own study, do your own learning. Uh, uh, what I'm doing is introducing you to these things, and then you're going to use them as much as you want or can. Hopefully, you found good examples this week, and hopefully, through looking for examples, you did your own learning and you were able to kind of get something. Pardon me, darn it. And get something from it and kind of fashion for yourself a little bit of a foundation or skeleton on which you can build your understanding about this kind of stuff, because in this week's project you're going to practice it, and this is where you're going to take a look at the Charlottetown Festival for 2020 and take a look at those particular plays, and you're going to learn a ton of stuff. You're going to learn about the plays, of course, and you're going to fold everything you've been doing into it. You have to know what the theme of the play is. You're going to choose colors to express it. You're going to create something that has an interesting layout. You don't just want ugly stuff up on the wall. No one's going to care about the play. It has to look good for people to be attracted. So you're going to be taking all your design knowledge and practicing again, putting something together that can be effective, communicate, catch the theme, generate interest, and now use color illusion. So each different banner, poster, bulletin board, whatever billboard you want to call it, poster is a nice one, is going to use one of the color illusions. So you're going to have a transparency, a luminosity, and vanishing boundaries, and a vibration. And now now that you understand a little bit more about, okay, this is generating energy, this is causing a bit more calm, this is giving the illusion of depth, this is making it bright and eye-catchy. You get to take that and now you decide, okay, well, which play is best suited to each one? Like, which one needs that soft feel? Which one needs the energy? Which one needs that bright shock of light? Or how are you going to do it? That's your design decision. That's you thinking through the project and solving it. So that's what this project's about this week. Everything, and then tying in a new skill of thinking through these tools of color illusions for it. So do your research, do your learning. Um, you're getting good at this now about understanding what things are about in terms of theme, and um, that's really the path to being a graphic designer. If you can understand what things are about and you can learn the technical skills of how to communicate those things, then you're going to be pretty unstoppable. But your willingness to do that, to do the work, that's what will set you apart. To the how deep are you willing to go in terms of learning? How far are you going to push yourself to make sure you understand? And how far are you going to go to make sure that what you've done on the screen fully represents the theory that you were meant to learn? This is what will set you apart. And that's what separates potential great graphic designer from someone who's a student and just pluck it on. But I don't think we have too many of those in the class this year, which is fantastic. So good luck. Again, sorry, I'm sick and snotty and sniveling and coughing. I'm sure you wouldn't want that in there, and I didn't want to be there because it's not professional. And two, if I'm there, I'm just spreading around more virus, so I have no interest in that and making you guys sick. So, okay. I hope things are going well. From the looks of it, you guys are taking the color quiz, which is ballsy. I wasn't going to have you do that, but there you go. You're an ambitious bunch full of initiative, so good for you. Hopefully the color quiz goes well and you're not cheating on us, which I doubt anyone would. Okay, Best of luck, guys, with that quiz, and yeah, we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Thanks so much.